Hi, this is Masood Vatandoust, broker with the Vatandoust Search team at Keller Williams Energy Real Estate. And again, I'm here with my partner, Doug Sears, and we are going to be talking about the numbers of the homes sold and the price trend that has just come out from the Toronto Real Estate Board and Durham Real Estate Board for the month of June 2021. So Doug, go ahead and let's talk about the graphs that we have.
Okay, thanks, Masood. So our first chart is number of homes sold in Durham Region. There were 1,425 residential transactions in June of this year, representing an 11% increase from the same time last year. And on a month-over-month basis, sales were down 10% from May. This is consistent with our regular seasonal trend. You can see the gray line, which is our 10-year average, shows our sort of normal seasonal pattern, and we're just falling in line with that. Now, for average price of homes sold, the average selling price in Durham Region was $917,267 in June, with houses staying on the market an average of 10 days. The average selling price increased slightly on a month-over-month basis from last month, where it was $902,135. So there continues to be a trend of moderate price growth this year as demand for home ownership remains strong and supply remains limited. Now, our ratio of sold to new listings chart, the number of new listings reported in June reached 1,655, which was a decrease in comparison to June of 2020. However, when combined with the reduction in residential transactions in June, there was actually an increase in the ratio of sold to new listings to 86%. So it's strongly in a seller's market. So those are our charts for this month. And our market this month, Masood, maybe if you wanted to start off.
Yeah, one thing I was going to mention, you mentioned that the average time on the market is 10 days. And in a way, that's really artificial because everybody is holding offers for a week, 10 days. And if it was that the house went on the market and the offers were taken immediately, probably the realistic number or true number would be a couple of days on the market. Do you agree, Doug?
Yeah, it's no matter how we look at it, it's a short period of time, but certainly, as you mentioned, it's a bit elevated to what would happen if we were just listing house and taking offers at any time.
Right.
I know the demand has remains really high, as I mentioned, and while the prices have risen significantly over the last year, Durham Region continues to be actually a very cost-effective area within the GTA. Anybody who lived and or was born and raised in Durham Region, looking at the prices now, it's just like they're crazy high. How can this be sustainable? But when we look at the broader market, prices are even higher elsewhere. So when someone's looking for a home, it's actually fairly, I'm going to call it inexpensive in Durham Region for comparable homes. When you compare it to Oakville or Vaughan or North York, it's reasonably priced.
Yeah.
So
really coming from anywhere else in the GTA, our prices, as you said, are very affordable and very reasonable to them. To us, they're high, but people coming from anywhere else in GTA, they think the prices are very reasonable.
Yeah. Now, the one thing as well, with that stability this year in pricing, we're almost seeing more of a normal price appreciation on homes so far this year compared to last year. And I think one of the benefits for that is for buyers. I mean, the prices are still high, still strong, but there's almost an improved ability to predict what a home will sell for. Whereas last year it was really hard because the prices were just increasing so rapidly. This year, at least, you can look at your comparable home sales and estimate, okay, this home should sell for. So now as people are putting their offers together, there's a little bit more predictability on what their offer needs to be. Now, not every home will happen, but a lot more homes now are starting to sell in a little bit more predictable way, which is good for a buyer.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. The other thing that has changed, Doug, is the rental market. Because the prices have gone up so dramatically, a lot of landlords are selling their homes, and therefore there is an even more shortage of rental properties, and which has driven the rental prices high. A house that you could rent for $1,300, $1,400 before COVID now is $3,000 plus, and a huge shortage as well. So that's something to remind people as well, because sometimes the sellers think, oh, we would sell and rent for a while, and that is becoming a challenge for us to find the rentals.
Exactly. And I think as we look towards the future, that we don't see demand going down. If anything, there's some additional pressures for increased demand. Just as we look at immigration, during COVID, while there was still a fair amount of immigration occurring, it was much reduced from the norm. And so we're anticipating in the forecast is not only to come back up to more of a normal, if not an increase, to make up for the past year and a half or so, to have increased levels of immigration. And really, there's a strong component for immigrants coming into the market to be buying as well. And so we see that as being just an added pressure for the demand.
Yeah.
So if you're wanting any questions about your specific situation, wanting to talk about what options you may have for your home, please give us a call. Our contact information is in the email. So please reach out. We'd love to help and walk through what your needs are. And again, it was good to see everyone, so to speak. And we look forward to seeing you next month.
Take care.
Bye.